Hello everyone. Welcome Centeno. Welcome everyone. Thank you all for joining me this afternoon. Mark, welcome Mark. Thank you for the heart. Lottie Bros, welcome everyone. Thank you for the love. Thank you for joining me this afternoon. And happy hump day to you all. It is Wednesday, which means it's the hump over the week. So today we will be talking about the art of cunnilingus. And also today's position happens to be one of cunnilingus as well. So let's get started with our daily position. And as you know, today is month 2, day 24 of the year, and this happens to be the position. So it's a slight variation of sitting on his face. The woman would be supported by her arms at a 45-degree angle with her body. And then her legs would be on the side of the man's shoulders. And this gives the man a lot of control. He can really control her through her hips by holding her hips. And she can also add to the motion because she has that arm support there. So this is today's position, and it is a very interesting position. So that is our position for today, and due to the position for today, I decided that today we would talk a bit about cunnilingus, and I want to keep today a bit short as I am visiting some family, but I have 3 tips that can really help improve cunnilingus. Tip number 1. Slow down. Yes, slow and steady circular motions are research shows. Hello, Ms. Jahaira. Hi. How are you, my love? Good to see you. So for those just joining, because I know some of my regulars, the position for the day is lick into shape. It's a good one. And today we are just giving some tips on cunnilingus and things that can help improve the experience for both partners. The first tip is to slow down, right? Slowing down can really help make the entire experience much more enjoyable, and also to remove the expectation of orgasm. Sometimes people go into cunnilingus expecting an orgasm. Either the receiving partner is expecting an orgasm or the giving partner is expecting to give an orgasm. And I actually recommend not going into it with this expectation and really focusing in simply on the pleasure, right? The pleasure. The second tip is circular motions are really something that when studied, women say circular motion is better than any other motion. So slow circular motion is something that is really good. Now with the lick into shape, one of the things that they share is that they recommend beginning with the vagina, actually, where you're penetrating the vagina slightly with your tongue, really stimulating the nerve endings around the vagina, and then working your way up to the clitoris. So that can also be a nice variation. You can work the circular motion around the vagina and then make your way up to the clitoris. Next tip, I have to keep my tips on hand because otherwise I just go off and give lots and lots more tips. Outdoors 55. Welcome back, my love. Chris, right? Is that your name? Remind me. I think that's your name. Let me know if that's your name. Thanks. Yes, yay! I'm remembering everyone's name, which is a task in and of itself. So I'm so proud of myself for remembering your name. And I have good news. Yes, let me know, Chris, what are your good news? This is a sharing community. And welcome, welcome everyone who's just joining. Hello, Bach. I found a play partner. Yes! Yay! Play partners are awesome. I am so happy you found a play partner. And congratulations. So our second tip is light movement from side to side. Right? Keeping light movement going from side to side. Hello, Hank from Los Angeles. Welcome. Light movement from side to side is also something that is pleasurable to the ladies engaging who are receiving cunnilingus. And the last is up and down in one direction. And this is one of the biggest things that happens. It's hard to find good dom, but I think I found one. Okay, I won't interrupt them anymore. No problem. Congratulations on finding a good dom. So here is the biggest tip I can give you is that often, I have heard that when someone is receiving cunnilingus, it can be, the clitoris can get very sensitive. And instead of going up and down, which is the norm, right? You want to just move your tongue up and down, to go up to down. Hello from Scotland. Up, down. So actually breaking, right? So you're not actually going up on the clitoris. You're simply in a downward movement, one direction. So it requires you to kind of like lift the tongue and go back up and bring it down and then lift it, go back up, bring it down. But that motion actually is much more pleasurable, studies show, and it actually prevents from oversensitivity happening from overstimulation in the clitoris. So that is definitely the biggest tip. As I've heard, a lot of women might shy away from cunnilingus due to oversensitivity. Now, again, another tip, bonus tip here is you don't have to move the hood. The hood of the clitoris is there for protection. So you can actually, lick over the hood and there is still lots and lots of sensitivity there. There are over 6,000 nerve endings in the clitoral area. So that goes to kind of let you know how much sensitivity there is down there. So be gentle, right? Be gentle when engaging in cunnilingus, and always, ask your partner if it feels good, what do they like, what do they prefer, and I guarantee that is going to be a much more pleasant experience for the both of you. I do have one last health tip that I want to add here is that you, with any form of sex, oral sex included, there is a risk of STDs and STIs and HIV infection. It is much lower with cunnilingus for the person receiving. For the person giving, it is a little bit higher of a risk, but you can always use something like Saran wrap to decrease the risk entirely. So those are the tips for today. Again, I will show the position of the day. Lick into shape, and it is a modified sitting on his face. I have never known anyone that actually uses dental dams. Yeah, I know several people who use dental dams. I know a lot more, definitely in the lesbian community, they're more commonly used than by the heterosexual community. But definitely dental dams, or even just using simple saran wrap, because I know sometimes it's like, why am I going to go buy these expensive dental dams when I have saran wrap in the kitchen? that works just as well. It was talked about back in the 80s when AIDS came out. Yes. But I think it died out. It's still a thing. Dental dams are still very, very helpful in preventing, transmission of STIs and HIV virus. And I definitely recommend safer sex practices, right? The only safe sex is no sex. So definitely safer sex practices is something that I strongly encourage. And dental dams is the way to go, or saran wrap when it comes to... Can I see your hair again? It's so cute. When it comes to oral sex. No sex is also the most boring sex. That's a good joke. I like that one. So thank you all for joining me this afternoon. Until tomorrow at 11 for our morning inspiration, I am wishing you a very passionate afternoon. And if you do have any questions or topics that you would like me to cover here at Sexuality Power, let me know and I will make sure to talk about those. What is the best position with a girl? The size of the woman doesn't matter. It depends on what she enjoys. If anything is kinky, and I will read that comment later because I missed it. Sorry. But definitely it depends on the person and it depends on you. I was just saying if anyone wants, hi from France, to talk about kink, add me. Okay, great. Thank you so much, Chris. Definitely, if you are interested in talking kink, add Chris. Actually, thank you, Chris, for bringing kink up. That is something that we will be talking about more in depth tomorrow. We'll go into different types of kink and, some of the stigma around kink and really go deeper into that conversation because I think it's something that people do not talk about enough and it is a great topic. Look for on top position, no risk to men's back. I'm not sure what the question there is, but thank you for asking. In terms of positions, it really depends on the partners. It depends on their health, their flexibility. So really it's just experimenting positions. One of the things I do is I share a position every day. Some people will try them and see whether or not that works for them. And every position is not going to work for everyone. And you might like one position with one partner and then have a new partner and not like the position anymore because of the anatomy and how things line up. No hurt for back muscles. Still not sure what the question is. So thank you for joining me. I hope you join me again tomorrow at 4 o'clock for another Sexuality Power Talk. Until then, have a passionate day.